Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and this is your Hill Report Daily Marketing Tip. Well, as you guys know, especially those who are my clients, you know that the Sunday morning paper, is very dear to me, especially in the Antelope Valley. Shout out to all you guys who invested in yourself and got in the Sunday morning paper. As people wake up, they probably already gotten their paper, having their coffee, planning their day, and this is a great opportunity for a lot of you all to gain some visibility locally, and hopefully it turns into more customers, more sales, more referrals. That's the whole point. Um, Today, I wanted to turn your attention a little bit. Maybe some of you guys aren't into it, but turn your attention a little bit to the sports world. And I wanted to shout out Deion Sanders. And the reason why you might like him or not like him, but the reason why I bring Deion Sanders up is because um, he's a coach who coaches his sons. Um, he went through the levels from high school, Pee Wee, um, HBCU. Now he's in Division One, and Deion Sanders is a great lesson in how to have confidence and positivity in running your business. Make no mistakes about it. Uh, Being a coach is very similar to running a business. You have to manage players, aka employees. You have to manage a program, an organization, aka your business, and a, a lot of what Dion has brought to the coaching table is simply in plain marketing. But I don't bring him up just for the sake of making parallels between being a coach and running a business. I bring the parallel up because this was a great week, in my opinion, for Dion's character and for him to shine through in his character, because they took a pretty bad loss to the Oregon Ducks. Now, shout out to the Oregon Ducks and Dan Lannon and his guys, Bo Nix. Those are great players, great coaches, and that's a great program. They were actually number 10 in the nation. Dion was the Colorado Buffaloes were number 19 in the nation, so they were underdogs. But not a lot of people expected them to get beat so badly. I think they got beat 42-6. Now, I bring Dion up because I watched the post game press conference. Usually, here in the last 3 weeks, um, Dion's always positive, and he's always been positive ever since I've been following him. And he was actually one of my favorite football players and baseball players of all time. But to see his positivity through a bad loss, which I parallel that to if you have a bad stretch in business, especially if you're in a cyclical business where you go through cycles of ups and downs based on the seasons and based on the likelihood that people would need your product at that particular time. Um, Staying positive, um, definitely in the coaching realm, talking about your players in a positive light, even through tough times, that is parallel to me to when you keep on investing in your business, keep advertising throughout the tough times, um, even when you're in some down cycles. I think overall the economy um, is barely holding on. If you guys really be honest with yourselves, the economy I looked at the gas prices and a lot of gas stations. It's like almost $6.30 per gallon. So if you're one to get a lot of products, everyone gets products delivered to them. Everyone has to be at the mercy of different shipping costs and things like that. But one thing you can't do is you cannot start to eat away at yourself and at your business by cutting down on your marketing. I think in times like these, when we have the high gas prices, you might have some cyclical downside. Um, I think the stock market is frankly being propped up um, by a lot of hedge funds and different high end investors. Um, some number manipulation, if you really be honest with yourself, because a lot of the business um, probably doesn't reflect where the stock market is. So you can't really use that as a gauge in how good the economy is doing. What you have to do is zero in on your industry, know your cycles, know when you have to tough it out through the down cyclical times. Know if your business even is subject to cycles in the first place. Um, some businesses are not subject to cycles. Sometimes you you're actually having a lot of stiff competition, and like as I met with a lot of business owners this week and doing my research for different presentations, I've seen that there is a lot of competition for each customer. There are a lot of businesses that are doing the same thing, a lot. And you have to really step back and be able to see the big picture and be able to um, know your competition, know where you fit in, know your numbers. Um, Remember that marketing is not a lottery, it's not a casino, it's a sure thing. On average, if you spend $1 on marketing, you should gain $10 in revenue. So you should be able to actually gauge the fact that, hey, if we're using effective marketing techniques, um, newspaper definitely on front porches, actual free newspapers are absolute gold for marketing because folks don't have to put forth much effort in order to get the paper off their front porch, open it up, and see your brand. Um, so there's definitely some solid fundamentals there, but I want you all to keep plugging away, um, keep putting pressure on the market. Um, Shout out to a lot of the car repair places. As I've done my research, there are just a ton of choices for customers to use. A lot of people have warranties. A lot of people they're still paying car payments and things, and they have uh, dealership warranties. So you're really competing against a lot of different factors. But for those folks who would be your customer, you want to go after them. You want to make sure that you're putting your hat in the ring. And then once you get that customer in your building, you have to execute. We all have to execute. We have to make sure that that customer leaves satisfied and ready to tell other customers to come to your shop. If you're serving food on a Sundays are, unless you're Chick-fil-A, Sundays are a great opportunity for you to gain some customers. It's important for you to definitely open up on time. It's definitely important for you to have a smile on your face and deliver good customer service because each customer is very precious in this business and economic environment. And we have a lot of responsibilities on our back. So we have to make sure that we are treating those customers with the utmost respect and showing and reflecting the value that they actually have uh, with your company. Um, let's not Another reminder, let's not get satisfied. I was looking at Deion Sanders and he was totally looking towards the future. Even though they took a really good butt whooping, he was saying things like, good job to the other side, of course. So those guys are well coached. He said, but he did see everybody. He said everybody didn't play bad. There were a lot of good things that they can build on, even through the loss. Um, he was also saying, he said something good that he maintains his confidence. He also says that you should be able to not just learn from losses and downtimes, you should be able to learn from wins also. Um, so you don't always have to lose in order to learn. Momentum is something that I want everyone to get used to taking advantage of because there's no better time to really go hard than when times are going good. And there's no better time to dig yourself out of a hole than when times are going bad. So I want you all, if you're a sports fan, pay attention to how Dion reacted in the press conference from a loss. That's a lesson that we all can take in our businesses, in our management style, and it's going to be really encouraging to your employees when you maintain your confidence even through downtimes. It's going to make sure that they keep the customer service at a high level and that customers who did take a chance on you, especially new customers, are going to return and tell other people about your business. Well, enough of that. I want you guys to really, God bless all your businesses, and I hope that you guys all um, just pay attention to the lessons that we try to pass along each day. I learn a lot from talking to you all and from observing your businesses, and I'm really impressed at um, the level of professionalism and the customer service that I observe a lot of you all displaying. So I'm really encouraged about getting this Antelope Valley market really rolling. A lot of you guys who are seeking to expand and hire new employees, just let me know. We can add a now hiring line to the ad that's going to really bring some more attention to your shop, your business. Um, there's so many things that we can do to uh, try to make things better and run more efficiently for your business. That's what we're here for. We're here for you. Um, Definitely, we have some stories that are very necessary for our customers, and it really builds good stories build trust for our businesses because if they trust my recommendations, they trust my stories, then they're going to trust the businesses that I recommend uh, for for them. Well, that being said, I hope you all have a great Sunday morning. I'm very excited for the work that a lot of you all are doing. And this is WD3, and this is your Hill Report daily marketing tips. And hey, guys, let's go get some sales.